So, look, so let's say, you know, I got past the guard as usual, and then I'm here in control, okay? The key, so you guys understand, you need to control the person when you get to the top, whether it be side control, you need to pin them, and you need to control them. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna try to frantically escape. Typically when they get in a bad position, you have to be able to ride out the storm. So you need to control and pin. Now is not the time to go for a mount. Now is the time to control, pin, okay? And restrict movement, and not be moving here. It helps the other person create opportunities to escape, because it's much harder for him to escape if I am not moving and I'm restricting his movement. So as he begins to, you know, just move around a little bit here, I'm restricting here, because what he's really trying to do with framing, he's trying to get me to move, and now body's rest in motion, and just from the standpoint of physics, now he can begin to actually move. Because if I'm here and he doesn't get me to move, then he can't change his position. If he's flat and he's pinned, and I want to keep my body over him to pin him, and I want to create lateral pressure so that I'm also, if you notice, okay, I'm not necessarily here, because the second I see a lot of this right here, there's no pressure, okay? In fact, there's way too much space. So what I typically do is I control the hip, and I'm here, and I'm dynamic, so I can go from one hip, from my right hip, and I can always switch to the other, because if he decides to now use this right leg of his and put me in like a half guard right here, I can begin to switch here, and I can begin to control, move here, and I can move back into position, restrict the movement, and you will feel them begin to wear out, because now if you get in a bad position, the last thing you need to do is fight frantically to get out of this position. You need to protect yourself and find the right timing in order to be able to technically escape, because all you're going to do is wear yourself out, especially in a bigger division and so forth. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a couple of ways to mount. You're either going to mount, you got to mount low. The last thing you should ever do is get here and then you go here, because he's going to put his hand on my hip right here, okay, and here, because my arm's trapped. Pinch your left elbow on my arm. We go that frame. Yeah, hug my shoulder. Just cover. Bring your left elbow down. Yes, right here, and you start mounting right here. He slowly lifts that hip, and you get rolled this way. I saw it over and over and over again. Okay? You got to remember, you got to mount low, so you don't let him control the hips, because this is the problematic arm. That arm is either going to get you stuck in a half guard with an underhook, or that arm is going to lift your hip frame to hip. So you got to get past this arm here. So if he's pinning here, this is not the time to mount. The time to mount is when you can begin to extract this arm here, and I need to get past this here, okay? Because if I'm going here, I would switch the base here, and then go here. So now we got to the mount. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my left knee up, okay? Right hand begins to extract his elbow up, and my left knee slides up, because he's got an underhook, I got an underhook. I'm looking for a double underhook. So what I'm doing is that I'm walking this elbow up here in order to be able to attack it right here, okay? Because it's so far up, he can't defend it. He should use his hand, his outside hand, one way or another to help this hand, okay? It's fine right here. And then you're able to get a double under, okay? And you slide up a bit, and you're off of his hips. So now, if he starts bumping his hips, okay, you're not connected to his hips as you would be here. Bump right here, and then you keep sliding off. I don't want to do that. I want to keep a narrow channel right here where I'm above his elbows, okay? And I want to look and see which arm is on top, first and foremost, because we're going to attack from just a simple straight arm lock. It's very, very effective here, because he should not be above the elbow, means elbow, shoulder, below to the hand. Doesn't matter which way it's pointed, even if it's up, above the shoulder will mean down. Above the elbow means down, okay? So right here, he shouldn't be able to free his elbows, because he would want to right here. Your elbow's pretty stuck? Yes. Okay, because it's my chest and it's a narrow channel. I'm not hugging his head, because this I've seen a lot here, and now his elbows are free, okay? And now I'm stuck, and then I can get rolled, okay? So I'm here, okay? Before I go for the double arm lock, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see which arm is on top. So in this case, it's his left one here. I'm gonna lock my left elbow down right here. I'm gonna find his wrist. Keep him crossed up. Okay, right here. Right here, I'm gonna grab the shoulder here, and I'm just gonna push this all the way out, right there, okay? You can even grab the wrist palm. You can grab it with the wrist right here. You don't even need to, just right here, just so I can turn it right here, okay? Because what I'm doing is I'm creating a fulcrum right here, and I'm locking it on the other side, and all that pressure with chest on his face right here, okay? So I put my chest on his face, give him a little bit of mother's milk right here, and then you grab the wrist, and then my shoulder pins it, and all I'm doing is just pushing this out, pushing. Even if he's like, I'm not gonna push it hard, but like from here, how would you save this arm? You can. I can control it, and I can use my shoulder, and I can pull it. I'll push it out, and it turns it into just basically a straight arm lock. But it's super tight. This hand right here, okay, because it's flat, I might as well with my left hand anchor myself here. Creates a better fulcrum so that my left elbow doesn't slide. So I'm here and I grab right underneath here, as now I'm able to lean to the right, and now his arm is stuck right here. And now from here, it's like I shrug, and then I drive forward, giving him a little mother's milk right there, and then now you push that arm out. It's super, super effective, okay? So you don't have to, take time to mount the way that I showed you, but you practice it. I'd rather you mount, reverse, switching your base. It's way more effective, they can't see. So let's just go this way here. From here, hand, I need to clear this way here if I'm gonna mount with chest down, but I'm gonna get past this arm here. 1, 2, 3 here, okay? And my head's down. I'm controlling this here. Even if he does the cross-legged situation here, okay, I don't really care. I can step over and immediately slide my left knee up and attack this arm right here. He's gonna, yeah, right there. And now you get it stuck in the channel. So we're gonna call this tight channel right here. And if you notice, my elbows are more kind of in the center by his triceps, not by the elbow. I don't wanna be here, okay? Because he can pull his elbows down, and now that's a problem for me. I wanna be right here, right by kind of his shoulders, right at his triceps, so that my chest is blocking also his elbows here. And I look, it doesn't matter which hand is up, I mean on top, but I want to attack the one that's on top because he'll possibly be able to save the bottom one with the top one. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the top one here. Keep your hands here. I'll lock it. Left hand grabs this tricep here. I anchor this down here, and all I'm doing is just pushing this out here. Okay. You can grab. I'd prefer you grab the wrist palm here. Drop your shoulder and just push and slide forward right here. And you'll push it straight. Now, if this rotates this way here, I think it'll still work, but it works less because it breaks the opposite way of the thumb. So you control this so you see the thumbs right here, and now shoulder, and it's a finish. Okay? If the right arm is on top or his left arm's on top here, it's even better because I'm more coordinated here. I grab here, and I grab here, and lock this, and push it out. Although, I gotta say, this felt pretty good right here. So I just dropped the shoulder. Oh, okay. Look, I even hit the bottom one, you know what I mean? So listen, this is all new, and Claire's doing it to me. I can do anything. Because look, when you get here, okay, what could you do?
Not much.
See how he moves himself into a straight arm lock right there? Okay, and he can't rotate and save for key lock. If you go here and try to do this here, he could rotate it in a key lock, and then you have to go to key lock. But when you're up here, the rotation doesn't matter. What matters is right here, I'm pinning it, and I'm moving it up. Just simple, real basic, primitive, simple. Doesn't look fancy on film, but you know what? Gets the job done in competition. All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get a narrow channel. You can start in the mouth.